Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to my first video this year, new edition. Happy New Year, I guess. So my first video will be on Realistified and my second one because I have the two videos already. So I'll be posting them really closely. And please like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed the video. So please keep on watching it. Let's run it.
Okay, so guys, the image I'll be drawing and working on is the Foam Phantom by Patrick Ballesteros. So it's an imaginative drawing. He imagined it, so I'll be using the drawing. As you can see, the first thing I'm doing now is tracing the different parts of the drawing into different layers, as you can see, like I always do. So you have to trace the layers into different parts of the drawing into different layers. And you should not forget to group your layers, like the arm, the legs, chest, head, to different groups. Okay, so now it's time for texture drawing. So I didn't have lots of texture right now, so I made use of the ones I have. So to do this, you just have to take the texture and put it on top of the layer you want it to be, then clip it using Alt, click down on Alt, long press on Alt, then move your cursor to in between the texture and the layer, then clip it. Just click, it clips. So the texture is now under the layer. Then you can warp it by pressing Ctrl T, then right clicking, then choosing warp, then warp it to make it look more 3D, less flat. So repeat the same thing throughout the layers. So for the eyes, for now I decided to paint it completely black because I didn't have an idea of how I was going to make that. So I had to move on. Now it's time to start putting shadows. So I started putting, it's time for the cloth, the long cloth. It's as if the cloth is torn or something. So cloth was kind of tricky, but I had to cut it into two. So the upper part to be in front of all the layers, and the lower part to be behind all the layers, so to be downwards, down. So I decided to cut it as you can see. So I drop it under all the layers. So I'm cutting out some lines out of the chest. Now I'm putting the shadows to give it a shape. So I made the shadow using exposure. So I reduced it, then painted it back using the masking tool. Masking layer rather. So as you all know, the masking layer is always black and white. So the black is and white to be one will be showing will be exposing the layer, while the other one will be taking it away. So the brighter the white, the clearer the layer. So now doing the exposure, the shadows for the left arm. Sometimes the exposure, the shadows can be kind of tricky, but you have to concentrate just to know where your light will be coming from, where your light will be hitting your character. So if it's from the left, you know the left side will be brighter than the right side. So the shadow will be more concentrated on the right side. If the light is coming from the right side, you should know vice versa. So to know more about how shadows works, just be conscious of how light works in reality. Just can go out and see how light works, then try it and you see how it works. So now, as you can see, I brought in two images: the belt with different shapes of the foam phantom, and also the right arm, which is a robotic hand. So I couldn't get the image, so I took it from a 3D software, Blender. I rendered an image with my own perspective, with the perspective I needed. So it was very easy for me to just put it in there and blend it in. So I used shadows and all that to make it, shadows and color correction and stuff like that, to blend it to my image. Also, as you can see, this skull on his nails and the one clipping his clothes together. I couldn't get an image, so I made it myself. Okay, so it's time for the cloth on his shoulder downwards. So I took a plain image. It was I didn't know it was going to work because I don't really know much about drawing. So I just followed the texture, the pattern of the shadows of the of Patrick. So I started painting in the shadows manually, and it was making sense, so I didn't stop. I kept on doing it and reduced the exposure, started painting. As you know, the clothes normally in real life can't be smooth or something, so it will have lots of wrinkles and other stuff like that. So I painted in the wrinkles and stuff like that, and it was looking like a cloth, as you can see. Also, it was as if the drawing kind of looks like it tied the same texture of cloth on his waist. So I had to do that also and painted in some wrinkles to make it look like, a cloth. So basically the most important element while realistifying a character or something on Photoshop, the most important element is exposure, shadow, and also highlight, because there must be an highlight. So now I'm doing the foam, which I decided to make it glow because it's bringing out flame from the drawing. So I decided to make it glow, then put fire on it, and change the color to blue using hue and saturation. Also the eyes, I decided to make it this way, as you can see. So it's time for highlights. So as you all know, I make my highlights using hue and saturation. So you should just know, I think after concentrating or taking to note how light and reflection and shadow works, you should know how to put your reflections. As you can see, the light from the foam goes up, so most of the light will be from his right side down, so you should know where the light will be reflecting. As you can see, I just put the exposures where I think it's okay, the highlight, sorry. So it's time for the background. So I chose this. I decided to make the character stand in the middle of the street. So I made it look like the sun was about to set. So to blend in this character into the scene, you have to make it have contact with the ground. So you do that using shadows, which is the exposure on the ground and also on the character. And also an highlight from the sun towards the character and also the scene, so it makes it more in there. Okay, so after doing all that, I decided to match everything together because I guess I was done. So I matched it together using Convert to Smart Object. Then I dropped the camera raw filter, then took some sliders, and voila, that's it, guys. So that's it, guys. The Foam Phantom by Patrick Bellesteros. So I think it's okay. So please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. I told you the video will be uploading too, so the second one will be coming soon, really soon, maybe today or tomorrow or something. So thanks for watching and bye bye.